Dhoni pushing it for a single, and that's the way to go. 4 deliveries of this Muralidharan over has been negotiated. Vanatapattu has spent lots of time discussing his field arrangements with the bowler, and just 2 balls to go for the lunch break. He's still not satisfied, wants to make sure that everything is in order. .49 runs coming in 72 deliveries, so it's been a productive stand. They've also got their runs fairly quickly. Yuvraj Singh pads up the last delivery before the lunch break. India's lead now 380. Very absorbing session. 30 overs, 83 runs, and just the 1 wicket for the Sri Lankans.
Well, just what the Indians wanted. They needed to play out this session, get about 80 runs, not lose wickets, get themselves into an unassailable position. That's what they've done. 380, yet 4 wickets to drop for Sri Lanka. 2 set batsmen walk back to the pavilion, and as soon as they come back, you can expect some fireworks. And if they don't all get out, it could be a declaration. So that's the scorecard. The Indians will be very satisfied with their effort. They're 320 for 6, 93. Pathan coming off at the top and setting the tone. 53 for Dravid, was run out yesterday. Today, the man to go, Ganguly, bowled Muralidharan off the inside edge. And of course, Yuvraj still there with 56. And the dangerous Dhoni, 21 off 27.
Lots of overs for Was, Muralidharan, Fernando. Malinga Bandara bowling 16. A wicket each for Muralidharan, Fernando and Bandara, and Was picking up 2 wickets. As Arun said, just the 1 wicket in this morning session, and some good partnerships there after the 3rd wicket fell at 86, then to 178, and then from 190 to 271. And this morning, Ganguly and Yuvraj started proceedings. Sweep there from Sara Ganguly. And that's the way he went. Got a little inside edge, and Muralidharan had the only success this morning for Sri Lanka.
Some wonderful fielding efforts by the Sri Lankans as well. And then that Dhoni boundary. Yuvraj Singh trying to penetrate the field, but Mubarak really very quick. Yuvraj then opening out with 2 consecutive boundaries on the onside to get to his 50. Sri Lankans had a good day in the field as far as fielding is concerned. They couldn't quite get the wickets they wanted, but they saved a lot of runs. And then Dhoni walked in. Sri Lankans were throwing themselves everywhere, saving runs all the time. Dhoni walked in and he sort of reversed the trend, willing to take a few risks. Good footwork, hitting it very hard. Wonderful boundaries by Dhoni.
And the summary so far in this game: India 290 all out. Sri Lanka made 230 in reply, and now India in a very, very strong position, having made 320 for 6. It's lunchtime on the 4th day. And we'll be back with you at 10 minutes past 12 o'clock local time. Join us then.
6 for 72, Pathan 3 for 34, Vanatapattu the skipper contributing 88. And in the second innings, India 320 for 6. Irfan Pathan sent it to open, got 93. Yuvraj Singh is still going strong on 56. And we'll see some of the highlights from Yuvraj Singh. Had to work very hard. This was yesterday. Big part of the inside edge to get the boundary. Very severe. on the spinners, looking more in control in this innings against the faster bowlers and the spinners as well. 7 fours. Normally likes to break free, but it's taken him 149 balls. And this was by far the best boundary. Against the turn and executed so very well. Also brought up the 50. Well-deserved one. He must be a happy man. So Mahendra Singh Dhoni, who's batting well. He's on 21. Just coming off 27 deliveries in this partnership worth 49 between these two. Time to say good afternoon to Javagal Srinath.
Good afternoon, viewers, and good afternoon, Shiva. This is the wagon wheel. Some information for people how Yuvraj Singh has scored his 56 runs. Now that's quite a patient knock for somebody who is so aggressive. 149 balls and 7 fours of 56. 3 fours on the leg side and 4 on the off side, obviously. If it is 3, it has to be 4 on the other side, Shiva. So that's good batting, and I must tell you, this innings will assume very high importance for Yuvraj. He has got his 56 runs. He's not too sure whether he's going to play the next test match. So 100 in this match will put tremendous pressure on the management to retain him in the side. I'm sure he realizes that, and given the context of the game, he has done his job. Good batting by these two youngsters at the field. Dhoni, as usual, in his aggressive best. 21 of 27 deliveries, 3 fours. This is what I like in this youngster. I mean, he will just come on, let loose, and then start scoring runs. The basic definition of cricket is to score runs, and I like his philosophy.
He's been pretty good, Mahendra Singh Dhoni. Forced himself into the test side by big scores and good scores. The one-day level, Malinga Bandara. Impressive in the first innings, apart from the last over. Went for a few runs. He's been pretty good in the second as well. Played nicely. Very fine, will pick up 2. And also brings up the 50 partnership between these two. And in good time.
24-year-old Dhoni, 24 years of age. Now his entry into the international cricket was delayed, and I would blame the selectors for that, because there you go again, single to Dhoni. They look for 2, which doesn't exist, and a throw. And this throw, excusable, just after lunch. Got to get your bearings right. Coming back to Dhoni, Shiva, I watched him playing in the Zimbabwe Kenyan series. He played, I think there was a India A participating in a tri-series which involved Pakistan A and the Kenyan side, the Kenyan main side. The way he went about batting in those 3 innings was amazing. I have never seen anybody hitting the fast bowlers with so much of authority. And immediately, when I came back, I spoke to the people here and I said, I immediately came back and told these guys that India is missing out on somebody who is extremely good. Number one is that injustice is already done to him in his entry into the international cricket, and number 2 is that he brings high value, and he never disappointed. He got 100 on his debut in Visakhapatnam against Pakistan, and what an innings that was.
Missing leg. Over-optimistic, Malinga Bandara. By quite a distance. Missing leg stump.
And Dhoni doesn't like anything hitting his pads for sure. He will use his bat very soon.
Oh, too close for comfort. India 324 for 6. .57 to Yuvraj. It's been a good half century. Dhoni's the man who's getting runs quickly for India. Just the wicket of Ganguly this morning was bowled by Muralitharan for 39. Upul Tharanga on the field for Muthaiya Muralitharan. That's it is Tharanga for Muthaiya Muralitharan. We'll find out what's wrong with Muthaiya Muralitharan very shortly. Dilshan will continue. Gets very wide at the time of delivery on the crease, Tilakaratne Dilshan. So there's no way that Simon Toffel is going to give this one.
This is a true indication that the wicket is keeping low. You got to be careful. You got to stretch as much as possible. Use the bat on most of the occasions.
Look for the single and get it quite easily. The middle is fairly deep.
The lunchtime, there would definitely be a discussion on the time of declaring. And there is certainly a plan. This first hour, we expect some aggressive cricket between the two. And 385, including the lead, is what the Indian score is. So the time for declaration will be sort of worked out in the dressing room. Rahul certainly knows that this wicket has slowed on quite a lot, so a lot of time. And look at this one now, keeping low as well. So it requires it. He knows that he needs a lot of time, enough time to get the Sri Lankan batsmen out. You don't have to really put pressure on them. Give them enough time. Anil loves to bowl long spells. Harbhajan Singh will be significant in this innings. Irfan Pathan, as well as Ajit Agarkar.
Down the track, and when he takes the aerial route, he does make good contact.
If this was the plan in the dressing room during the lunchtime, and then it is executed well by Dhoni.
Hits it really hard. Strong man. Totally in contrast to what he played in the first innings when he was trying to defend. Dhoni, this time he's been attacking the bowling. 4 fours in his 28.
.329 for 6, India.
There's been good contributions from all around. Irfan Pathan, the leading scorer in the second innings. Good one from Rahul Dravid, 53. Ganguly made 39. Yuvraj Singh and Dhoni doing it nicely. Both going strong. Been aggressive after lunch. Yuvraj on strike. He's on 58.
India going up in this series 1-0 or 2-0, whatever it is. They assume the number 2 position in the ICC ratings. It's amazing, isn't it? You are somewhere in 6th, number 5 position, and then a couple of wins.
Towards the googly. So he picked it up nicely in the air, Yuvraj Singh, hitting it through the offside. 2 more.
Slight flight, and Yuvraj steps out, plays very well. Cheeky this time, Yuvraj trying to score some runs behind the wicket, and buys Nadeem Gowri, the umpire.
Get the feeling he's picking the leg breaks and the googlies. Looking to work it out fine. There's no field at short fine leg. He's in the air. Man getting underneath it. Misses it completely. Dhoni was heading towards the pavilion. It was a miscue. Dilhara Fernando in the deep made a mess of it.
He goes for a big one, Dhoni this time. Tries to clear the fence. It doesn't really hit the sweetest part of the bat, and he knows that he's going to be caught. Runs straight to the pavilion. But Dilara has made a mess of it. It's not a pretty sight for the captain here. That gives Dhoni another chance. Now the plan is for sure to go for runs. Cuts this time to the cover point region. Collects one.
Not going to waste his time around in the middle. Looks like they might just bat for an hour or so after lunch. The declaration is bound to come at some point in this session. Again the googly. Picks up a single to retain strike. It's 338 for 6.
Pakistan's best, only on Sony. Watch the talent bubbling out of Pakistan with our very own Pakistan chart show. Who will be number 1? Find out only on Sony. The Volume.
Yuvraj Singh has batted well for 61. He's been very patient. That's been the significant factor. And Mahendra Singh Dhoni has damaged his bat in the last over when he was trying to hit the ball out of New Delhi.
Times it well, but doesn't have enough power. Maybe it hit the bottom part of the bat and also the bottom part of the wrist of Dilara Fernando. Was it the sun in his eyes?
It's a bit of work for the skipper, Bhavanata Patu. Will take his time. Try and delay the declaration as late as possible.
Give them 4.5 sessions to bat. That's what my thinking would be. Mahendra Singh Dhoni's one-day record, stupendous. This is against Sri Lanka. 7 matches, 346 runs, an average of 115. Tremendous. Fine snick. Beautifully played. Deliberately played by Yuvraj Singh this time. Collects for wonderful batting.
The overall lead for India now in excess of 400. 402. Quicker delivery. Just a little bit of width for him to work, but he placed it so very late. The pace was provided, just a little bit off target. Good enough opportunity for Yuvraj to pick up his 8th boundary.
Within no time, the partnership has reached 71 of just 92 balls. They have scored the runs at a brisk pace here. And of course, Dhoni has done the maximum scoring here, 33 of 38 balls. And he has played to the team.
Dhoni gets in the way. Yuvraj will not be too happy about that. This time using his feet pretty well. Just a single.
Where is he going to go now this time, Shiva? Mid-wicket. Straight across the side screen.
He likes to hit them straight. Just a single this time. You can see the long off and long on so wide. It would be a good idea to go straight for the side screen.
Oh, the bowler's hit. That's probably the best shot in cricket.
Great shot. Unbelievable. Yuvraj Singh is on a roll. It's 348 for 6. Great entertainment after lunch. 28 runs coming in just 4 overs. This man has got plenty of fans in India.
What a shot this one by Yuvraj Singh, and tremendous placement. It's played over the head of the mid-wicket fielder, and collected all 4.
Understandable, the field now, very defensive, trying to cut out the boundaries on both sides. Hit like a rocket. There's no stopping that. Another boundary for Dhoni. In fact, it's gone for a 6. Flat 6.
what makes this shot special is it's been hit flat, went like a rocket, and sailed over the bowler's head for a magnificent 6. Power packed.
One for the sponsors. It's one for the sponsor, TBS, at the back of his bat. And that's the holding a hit with that 6. The best part of Dhoni's batting is when he's trying for the big shots, he hits them straight. He'll have a high percentage of good contacts.